Following the COVID-19 outbreak and shortly after the first case was identified in Rwanda, a survey was conducted reaching out to businesses in the 4 sectors of tourism and hospitality industry, namely hospitality, tour operators, travel agencies, and the MICE tourism, which were mostly affected by the threat. Some of the tour operators that have been affected now say they think there can be a way the authorities in the tourism sector can help them find ways to resume operations as soon as possible.
We really need partnership with RDB to listen to operators, offering them the endorsement to facilitate them to put in action their strategies.
Tourism experts say that resuming tourism activities is very possible if responsibility starts right from the individual level, and warn that the impact of COVID-19 will be very damaging to the sector if new ways are not adopted to continue tourism activities.
The issue, or the category number 1 of what I'm considering, it is something to do with obeying or making sure that rules, regulations which are set by World Health Organization are really implemented the way they are. Not only at the country level, at individual level. Because here when I say individual level, the personal level. If we are to do that, and even all rules, regulations, guidelines that are set by the government of Rwanda, if we are to abide by them, possibilities are there. The impact would be really far damaging, because if we see the impact the pandemic has caused the sector within 2 months, if it continues the way it is, the sector will be no more. Because if it pushes to a year, you'll find there's nothing. It will just remain in writings that there used to be a sector called tourism. Then in the context of Rwanda, of course, the negative part of what the industry gets at the global level, automatically it comes to Rwanda. Like the way the outbreak came, it ended up in Rwanda in a few days. The same, if it continues like this, Rwanda cannot survive.
In efforts to mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 on businesses, the Rwanda Chamber of Tourism under the Private Sector Federation, in collaboration with the MasterCard Foundation, have engaged partners to find the most appropriate ways forward to support businesses in the industry and hospitality sectors to survive during at least the post-COVID-19 period throughout this year of 2020.
There's been also looking into the access to finance, but those ones who are having bank loans, how can they be, restructured? But again, also thanks to government has made a great intervention of establishing a COVID fund. So that is going for only tourism and hospitality, whereby now we're looking and trying to assess the ability and the capacities of our operators who are hoteliers and those tour and travel agencies, all our members all over the country. How ready are they to absorb this funding? And they're looking into training them into business development and absorbing, these funds, that they are put to the right use, and they can keep them, of course, in business over the short or mid-term periods until business recovers.
According to the COVID-19 survey for business recovery facilitation in tourism and hospitality here in Rwanda, in the month of March alone, the hospitality sector lost 13,683,371,804 Rwanda francs. Tour operators incurred a loss of almost 20.15 billion. Travel agencies lost 152,750,000, and professional conference organizers lost close to 1.1 billion Rwanda francs. At least close to 30 billion Rwanda francs will be required to provide financial support for all the tourism and hospitality services to survive the COVID-19 business shock for a year. Reporting for RTV, I'm Gloria MUTESI.